game. However, the coach decides to make the biggest bonehead play in the history of plays as he sends the running back on a halfback toss. Running back gets absolutely blasted. Albany linebacker picks the ball up, runs it 79 yards for a touchdown to win the game 14-13.
Okay.
That's one of my honorable mentions. Another one I was at, April 23rd, 2001. David Justice hit a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 10th against the Boston Red Sox. I was at that game as well. The home run was literally like 15 feet away from me.
Okay. I can see why that one would stick out for you.
Yeah. Yep. This one's not technically a walk-off, but I'm going to count it as a walk-off. 2007, Appalachian State blocked Michigan's game-winning attempt field goal to beat the Wolverines, who are ranked number 5 in the nation. Michigan State.
I mean,
Michigan
it's close to a walk-off at
State.
that point. You've secured the win.
All right. And then this one, back in 2014, at the NFL draft, when the Dallas Cowboys drafted Zach Martin instead of Johnny Manziel. That's the biggest walk-off win in the history of walk-offs.
Close enough.
Because Jerry Jones was about to call Johnny Manziel when someone was like, no, you stop. Audible. They called a game-winning move. They draft Zach Martin, the guard from Notre Dame instead of Johnny Manziel. All right. Who else got honorable mentions?
Close enough.
I got 3 of them.
What you got?
All right. First honorable mention was kind of a common one. We'll go back to 2007. Brett Favre's 82-yard touchdown pass to beat the Broncos in OT.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We got 1998, which probably would be number 1 on most people's list, but it's the NBA Finals. Michael Jordan's game-winning jump shot over Brian Russell.
Okay.
Okay. In 2017, Cincinnati Bengals fourth down touchdown winning pass against
To
the
Boyd.
Ravens.
Yeah. To send the Bills to the playoffs.
Yep.
Fair enough.
That was a good one. That's a good one.
That was kind of incredible to watch it happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll give you that.
Yep. Dan.
Before New Year's Eve dinner. Better than a steak dinner. That's pretty sad.
Dan O'Shea, do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I got a couple. I mentioned the helmet catch. That was a big one. You know, Tyree coming down and somehow with the ball pinned to the helmet.
Really
Still laughing
quickly.
at the middle.
Really quickly, I'm laughing at David Tyree now because he came to Albany right after Andrew Cuomo announced that he was going to sign a bill that legalized gay marriage in New York State. David Tyree came to Albany to protest it, wearing a shirt that said, "The only men who should be handling balls are athletes."
Wow.
Well, no,
What a dick.
We know this about him.
What a dick.
What a dick.
Yikes.
Like, why are you going to protest this? Oh, man.
All right.
Dick.
Moving on, Tracy Porter's game sealing, Super Bowl sealing interception of Peyton Manning. That is just the epitome of a walk-off. You know, you just, at least for your side of the ball.
Right.
Then you know, your quarterback's got to go kneel it out. Just incredible. You know, you're up against one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and you leap for the ball, and you take it.
Absolutely.
My ones that I'm going to put in here, I think just because it is so popular, is the 98 game with Jordan, Game 6. I mean, one of the greatest, most memorable instances that happened. One that I'm not fond of, I was there for this game and was staring at him when he saw the hole. The 2010 Miracle at the Meadowlands kick return touchdown, end the game. Because you don't know how to punt out of bounds to end going to overtime.
Yep.
it still pisses me off.
All right.
And then 2000s Music City Miracle. The constant questionable lateral
Which wasn't actually legal.
that kept the Bills out of the playoffs since just this year. That moment, I'm sure it was deflating, but it was also one of those. Did that really just happen?
Yeah, it also,
really just
like I
happened.
said, wasn't illegal. That they
I know. I'm with you. I mean, and then another honorable mention: pick a time that Aaron Rodgers has won the game on a Hail Mary. I mean, there's so many to choose from. I don't know why you allow him to sit back there and just heave the ball up. It's like he's got luck on his side.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he's gonna do, and you can do nothing to stop it.
It's crazy. All right, so now we're on to our number ones, and since Tony had to pick my number one as one of his honorable mentions.
Albany beats Binghamton.
Nice.
Awesome. My walk-off win is Albany beats Bingham. No. 2010. The stage is set. Matt Dodge literally just has to punt out of bounds.
God damn it.
And he punts it directly to Deshaun Jackson, who fumbles twice.
Mm-hmm.
Still picks it up.
Looks up and sees me.
Looks,
And I'm in the corner of the end zone on the other end of the field.
here's the beautiful thing. He
I looked
fumbled.
right at his face. Looked right at his face when he picked up the ball and looked up. I was looking right at him.
He fumbled.
Right at him.
He fumbled twice. Not once, but twice. And still didn't get touched.
I know. Dude, when I looked at him, I was like, there's no way he doesn't see what I'm seeing right now. And it's like the Red Sea parted for him. And he was like, oh, Jesus, this is like a freeway. And with being that fast,
Yeah.
I was like, he sees it too. And I turned and I looked at Nikki, who I was with. And I was like, I blame you for this. Because she had the nerve to say at halftime when we were up 24-3, well, it looks like the Giants have this. I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
Why would you say
curse
something
us?
like that? And then it happened, and I turned to her. I was like, this is your fault.
You should have given her a sriracha lollipop.
I was like, of course you're a Jets fan.
Low blow.
But seriously,
Like that moment,
I remember watching that right alongside my dad, who's a Giants fan.
Binghamton loses to Albany.
Oh, let's see.
Update.
71-54. Good job. Good
Can't
job,
be a
Albany.
walk-off at that point.
Yeah, no. Well, I mean, it's the last time those seniors are going to walk off that court.
Yeah, that's true, because, no, do they play at home against Stony Brook?
You're
They're
right.
the number 4 seed.
You are right. Yes. I forget that they switched to that
To
stupid.
the at-homes, yeah. Because
Yeah.
then if Albany wins, they're going to have to go to Vermont right after.
I would rather it all just be at Vermont.
Wow.
I would rather that.
What if you think it should all be at the team that last won the championship? Whoever won it last year. I think that would be a good way to do it.
That'd be cool.
Whoever won it last year
I
gets to
would
be
have no
host
issue with
next year.
that, Yeah.
I mean, it's an
Or-
additional prize that you get from going to the tournament. You may not be the best team next year, but you have that little bit of advantage from winning last year.
Or whichever team came in last place gets to host it.
I guess.
Give them
not gonna be
something.
competing.
Give them something.
I mean,
UMass Lowell.
There are people that are starting to riot because they were thinking of moving the MAC from the Times Union Center down to Atlantic City.
Well, that wouldn't work because no one in Atlantic City cares about any of the teams in the MAC.
They would if they put sports gambling.
Yeah.
I guarantee you they'll start paying attention.
Do you really think? Yeah, no. I want 10,000 on Monmouth to beat Siena.
I
10,000. Yeah.
Yes, I have been around people who gamble on sports. Okay, there are people who bet Russian youth under 16 hockey because you can do it.
But they're professionals. Under 16 Russians are professional hockey players already.
I know guys betting Korean baseball. I was like, "What do you know about Korean baseball?" He's like, "Nothing. That all that I know is I can put money on it."
All right.
I was like, "Okay,
Those are
whatever."
called gambling addicts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's when you need to call
Well,
1-800-GAMBLING.
have you seen the new New York State commercials? Become a better horse player. Horse player?
Yeah.
You're being really
Yeah.
nice to a bettor. Okay, that's not a player. You're
Agreed.
gambling.
Agreed.
You're a degenerate. Stop it.
No, I have no problem with gambling. I think it should be legalized.
So do I. It's a remnant stream that. Listen, I would
NBA
much
wants
rather.
part of.
I would much rather bet a couple bucks on a sporting event where I think I have a better chance of knowing what the outcome
Than the
could
lottery.
be than even a table game in a casino. It's all, the odds are against you in those. At least here I can make a conscientious decision. If something doesn't work out, then I can be like, well, I did not see that outcome coming. But at least I can consciously be like, all right, I'm pretty sure this team is going to win in by that many points.
I'm pretty sure Albany Lacrosse is going to beat Drexel by at least 5.
Yeah, I'll
take that.
I did ask you about a line in that game.
Yeah, he did. He asked me if
you?
there was a line in the game.
Was
It's like,
there?
I don't know, but probably like 15.
I was going to say, you can probably find one. I'm sure, at least offshore somewhere.
Yeah.
European casinos.
Yeah. Lacrosse, small city, Albany.
Yeah.
Versus a team from Philadelphia. Where's Philadelphia, you say? Pennsylvania. What's Pennsylvania? The Dutch.
You know, you could probably bet that? Thailand.
Yeah.
Everything's
They play
allowed in Thailand.
that weird jelly bean game.
boy.
I'm just saying, like, casinos in Thailand, they're out of control.
There's a lot more out of control in Thailand than casinos.
Oh, I'm sure, but I'm just saying, if you could bet a lacrosse game, it's probably Thailand. They've got a number out there. They've got people betting on the Domino's games.
Really quickly, you want to know something that really bothers me about lacrosse? Well, not about lacrosse. How lacrosse is and has been recognized as the fastest growing sport in the country.
Yeah.
Correct?
But nobody cares.
Not that nobody cares. The people who are important don't care. Why can I not see the score as it's happening on the ESPN app for Duke?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Why do I have to wait hours after to see it?
I don't
Because
know.
you're using the ESPN app.
Well, that
like-
might be part of it, too.
I don't even use the ESPN app anymore. I just go onto Twitter and look for Duke Lacrosse.
Well, yeah,
see what the score
if you
was.
follow their Twitter handles, you're more likely to get a live update than you are from any sports
Yeah.
broadcast.
You-
That being said, there is a Casey Powell lacrosse game.
It's
for
gonna be
Xbox
garbage.
coming. I know. I've played every lacrosse game that's come out. I know they can't make a good one.
Well,
I
now
was
that
like, why can't
it's-
you just take the mechanics from hockey and put it on a
Exactly,
bigger
it's
field?
not
Well,
that
that's
hard.
honestly, I don't even think that's the problem. I think it's that they're not going to be able to get the license to get the players like Brett Queener and the Thompsons. They're going to have just generic player names.
Well,
it's like
I don't
garbage, like NCAA sports. That's why they don't do
We'll
it
see
anymore.
if they actually do, because, I mean, kick them like, I don't know, a box of Cheerios. It's more than they're really making anyway. Most of these guys have full-time jobs because professional lacrosse isn't paying their living.
It is.
Barely.
No,
They don't make a lot.
Lyle Thompson's
They don't
getting
make a lot.
Lyle Thompson's getting a couple $100,000 for the two leagues.
Yeah, then he's lucky. He's one of the lucky ones.
I mean, he is the
Most
greatest.
of them are
He's
not.
the greatest lacrosse player in the history of lacrosse. But whatever.
Well, until this kid from Albany smashes all of his records. Yeah. Can't pronounce his name.
Tahoka Nanticoke.
Yeah, okay.
All right, Dan Beebe, who's your number one, or what's your number one?
Number one is going retro, 1975 NFC playoff, actually NFC championship game. Roger Staubach's 50-yard touchdown pass to beat the Vikings, called the Hail Mary, which they claim initially was the birth of the name for the pass.
All right. Dan O'Shea, what's your number one?
Not technically a walk-off, but I don't care. Miracle on Ice. Americans beat the Soviets, the height of the Cold War.
Yo, this dude's
period.
name is Tom Coughlin.
Third period, scored two goals, one of which was a power play. And then with 6 minutes left, scored the game-winning goal, and then held off a furious Soviet attack for the final few minutes of the game.
Coughlin.
I think the Soviets ended up out shooting. The final shot on goal count was 39-16 from the Soviets.
Really, they only shot 39 times. The Stars shot more than that in the first
that's
period.
shots on goal.
Yeah,
But that's
yeah.
crazy
You're right.
that the Americans were able to win it.
It is
Al
an
Michaels'
amazing moment.
Al Michaels' famous, "Do you believe in miracles?" Yes!
I believe in miracles. No, that's
I don't know if
great
it was
game.
a walk-off, but I'm now thinking about it after the Hail Mary. But Joe Montana's catch.
Clark in the back of the end zone.
Candlestick. Yeah, that's a great moment too for at the
Always
last
drive.
moment. Yeah. But the one I have, just because of the stage it was when I was doing the research, I don't think it gets any bigger. 2001, Luis Gonzalez and the D-backs, Game 7, World Series, Mariano Rivera. getting the walk-off single to win. I mean, first
That's
of all...
Gaz's number one.
Is it?
Yeah, that's what Gaz picked for number one.
Because the reason I picked it is, one, it's Game 7. So